welcome to Webisode 253 of Living Life to the Fullest, where we do something new, where we learn something new each and every day. Today might be a little controversial topic, but I learned some Portuguese. Very controversial. On top of that, I did a ton of reading. Learned all about, read the first portion of the Bible called Genesis. Read about it, learned about it, tried to, I question everything. So, in full disclosure, I'm an atheist, meaning a theist, meaning somebody who doesn't believe in a being, whereas a theist would believe in God. So I'm an atheist. I feel like, number one, I want to talk about, this might be a long webisode just so everybody knows. I feel like it's not appropriate that, atheists are classified as, like bad people or immoral or whatever, just because they don't believe in God. I think you can be a really good person and not believe in God. Like, I think since I've kind of let go of religion, I've actually become a better person in terms of being kind, being nice, and my morality. Whereas I used to do things out of fear. Like, I used to think, I'm going to go to hell, or that I'm going to go suffer for all eternity. And I think that's really what religion kind of wants to create, is a fear kind of thing. If you're not good, you're going here, so be good. Whereas I'm more of, I'm going to be good because I want to be good. And I'm going to do good things because I want to do good things. And I think it's like that in all aspects of life, whereas, when your parents tell you to do something, you don't want to do it, whether it be clean your room. But if they don't tell you, you want to clean it a lot of times just to make them happy. Okay, so on to Genesis. I read it. I have a lot of, obviously, issues with it. So, my number one thing is, so God all of a sudden decides to create the universe and create Earth. Now, as we know from science, the universe is gigantic. It just goes forever. There's stars and planets, and there's other universes, there's other galaxies, yet somehow he focuses on this particular galaxy. I don't really understand that. My number one question is, where did God come from? We're all just happy to believe and understand, God, let's say God did create it. Where did God come from? And how did he get these superpowers? All of a sudden he was this powerful enough to create an entire crazy universe? I don't understand that. Okay, that's number one. I'd love that answer from any theist out there. And, even, just whatever, any kind of answer. Just, what do you think? Where does God come from? And if you say he was just always there, I can't buy that. Come on. Let's be real. I mean, somebody's always there that has this amazing, insane ability. We don't even believe in magic, but we believe that, I don't know. Okay. So, you get into it. He creates Adam out of dust in his own image. And then he creates Eve from the rib of Adam. Now, if you believe in evolution at all, just even a little bit, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, What about all the fossils from our ancestors, Neolithic man, the archaic Homo sapiens, like, so you have to throw all that out the window. Basically. Anyway, a serpent talks to Eve and talks her into eating the fruit. Like, why is this serpent talking, and how come they haven't been able to talk since? So anyway, they get banished, from Eden. And God gets ticked off at the world, so he creates a great flood after about 10 generations from Adam and Eve. They, so he is into this one guy, Noah, who's supposedly good. So he has Noah build an ark and get every animal on it. So, and then he makes it rain for 40 days and 40 nights, floods the world. Now, this is physically, scientifically impossible to flood the world. I guess if you rationalize it, he's God, so I guess he can do whatever he wants. But let's put this in perspective. Noah and his family built an ark, made an ark, stayed on it for more than a year with every animal known to exist. What are they eating this whole time? And what are the animals eating? And what are they drinking? And how are you cleaning up all the mess from everybody? Like, does anybody not think of these little things? I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, I digress. And the next, Noah comes back. He has his kids. And they go on to Egypt, and I don't know. None of it makes sense to me. Like, God talks to Abraham, like, regularly. Yet, we've had, now we've had the ability to actually record these types of things. If God was talking to Abraham regularly, why doesn't he come down and talk to us now? Well, he was, giving play-by-play to Abraham. Yet, now there's nothing. It doesn't make any sense. Talking to Noah, talking to Abraham, he was intervening in all of these things. I would love for somebody to please explain this stuff to me. So I read it, I learned about it. I still am not a believer. I believe we're just, be a good person, do what you're gonna do. You die, you die. And that's the way I prefer it for now, but trust me, I'd love to believe. Anyway, appreciate comments or whatever. Talk to you tomorrow for 254.